6D Radio with Can, Shiny, and DJ Unstable. 6D Networktainment on Q4 Radio.
I know y'all miss us.
We back.
We've been busy. We done had shows, expos, Sherman DJing.
Yeah. Yes, Lord.
But we back because, you know, we can't leave y'all hanging. It's 6D Radio with Toucan, Shawnee, DJ Sherman, and our guest,
Midas Russ.
Midas Russ,
We
ladies
can't
and
see you
gentlemen.
behind that mic. We gonna fix that after the break.
We're going to get him together.
Is that
Listen,
better? Is that better?
Yes.
All right, there you go.
brand new Aaron Gunn. I'm yours right here on 6D Radio, y'all. Let's get to it.
Let's get it.
You know that tonight is going down in the sheets. When I get you in my room, turn the lights down, leave them candles lit. Me versus you. You're mad at me. My apologies. Waiting for you right here. Don't be scared of me. Want that energy rushing into me there. I've been thinking about it all day. This ain't recess. Don't play. Put it down in the worst way. If it's dripping, can't let that shit go to waste. Can you handle me like nobody's ever handled me? Disclaimer, this is an X-rated scene. Baby, put it all on me. You've been talking dirty all week. Tonight I'm turning off my phone. And once I get your pretty body in them sheets, we can go all night long. I'm yours, I'm yours, I'm yours, I'm yours. You can take it, it's yours, it's yours, it's yours for the taking. Baby, can you take it, take it? It's been a while since I let you up and down. I know you like that, you like that. Lay down with me. Anytime you lay with me, guaranteed you're coming right back, back to back, right back to me. Don't think you ready for this hard rock steady. Nobody else in this arena. Leave it dripping Aquafina. You can have your way. Do anything you say. Yeah, I like when you talk dirty, talk that shit. Tell me flight, leave at 6:30. Just enough time for you to handle me like nobody's ever handled me. Disclaimer, this is an X-rated scene. Baby, put it all on me. You've been talking dirty all week. Tonight I'm turning off my phone. Once I get your pretty body in them sheets, we can go all night long. 'Cause baby, I'm yours, I'm yours, I'm yours, I'm yours. You can take it, it's yours. Take it, it's yours. Take it, it's yours for the taking. Baby, can you take it? Come over here, lay on the bed, get a little head. Baby, you, I know that you're fainting for, and I hope that you're ready for the greatest love you'll ever feel. Greatest love you'll ever feel. Greatest love you'll ever feel. Oh yeah. Greatest love you'll ever feel. Greatest love you'll ever feel.
Aaron Gunn, ladies and gentlemen. I'm yours. Hey, yo, that was giving me like Usher vibes.
No, I was thinking the same thing. No, you talking about the sample, like, you gonna be my baby? Let me love you crazy?
No. It's a certain song that Usher had with that type of vibe. Like, I feel like I'm like somewhere like on the West Coast, like either on a boat or on a plane.
Or in a lowrider just cruising.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of the
feel that.
song, but it definitely gives me
That was
Usher
that album
vibes.
that flopped. That was probably the only song that hit.
Is that what song is that?
I'm just keeping it
I'm
real.
thinking.
The
I
number-
think it proves to, I don't know if y'all saw in recent news that Diddy had tweeted some crazy stuff talking about R&B is dead or what's keeping R&B alive, something like that. And we like, first of all,
Who you been
Negro, you
listening
changed
to?
your name to Love, acting like you saving R&B. Like that narrative is very, very old.
And you
Like-
definitely destroyed all the pioneers of R&B. So it's like
exactly. Let's
we're
not
not
get
really
there.
trying to hear you talking about
Thanks to
bringing
him,
R&B
Mace
back.
became a pastor.
Exactly. And now Mace yelling talking about some Big Fish records. Let's see how far he gets with that.
Right, you got national and local artists still killing it in the R&B game. So stop it.
Here's the thing: R&B has never been dead. Never.
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 It's just that people pick and choose who they want to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
They pick and choose, and I'm just like, listen, because you want to listen to certain people and they not putting out the way you need them to, that don't mean R&B is dead. It's just you need to
Exactly.
expand your palette when it comes to music.
And
I think-
go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead.
No, I was about to say, contrary to what people want to believe, that pretty privileged shit. Excuse my language. It definitely flows through the industry, bro. And there's a lot of people that be getting put on in the R&B sector that cannot sing, nor do they have talent.
Yep, it's like that pop R&B, that hip hop R&B genre that's like, it's kind of in the middle. It's R&B, but it's not really that.
I don't like melodic rap.
Yeah, essentially,
That's what they call it now, melodic rap.
essentially, yeah.
I can only listen to like a little bit. It's only a few songs that I like.
I like melodic rap though. Like when you think of like, what's his name? Rest in peace, by the way. You already know who I'm talking about.
Just where
Juice WRLD, thank you. Blank, boom.
Yeah.
Baby Keem, like all of them. I like that era. But of course it took some time to get to that growth. But what I was gonna say before was like, I think access to music kind of changed. Like when people first started saying that R&B was dead, yada yada yada, we were still listening to CDs. We were still buying music on iTunes.
Facts.
We didn't have streaming sites anymore.
MP3
so
players.
right. So mainly people who listen to R&B who was just like, oh, it's not dead. You either got it from the radio or you have to purchase their albums or whatever the case may be. So now
Yeah.
that we have so much access to like streaming sites and playlists that are specifically for R&B, we have access to all these different types of people to know like, look, ain't no excuse now, Diddy. Come on now, get with the program. I know you 50 something. Like you know how this runs.
That's how he keep
You
himself
are the
relevant.
industry. Like you should know.
He keep himself relevant like that.
Yeah.
He finds like a specific topic. He makes it like a big ordeal about it, and then like he adds the marketing to it, and then it just keeps going.
Yeah.
And then he came out with that song with Bryson Tiller. I'm not saying it's a bad song,
It's
but
bad.
that song not about to
bad.
bring R&B back, bro.
It's
Sorry.
okay.
I like
bad.
it though.
It's
It's
cool.
a great groove. It's very Diddy.
But that's not the
It's
song
very
that he
good.
claiming is about to bring R&B
Right,
back.
exactly.
It's
I
not
hope
it.
not.
It's
And
not
then
a
he
good
did
argument.
it with Bryson Tiller. Bryson Tiller don't got real vocals.
He's
Yeah,
a
no.
monotone.
Yeah.
He's one of the monotone singers.
He's a bunch of reverb. That's what Bryson Tiller is.
Here's my
Reverb on steroids.
Here's my thing though. If R&B so dead, you are in a position to bring it back up to par how you would like it. You got the money. You can sign artists. Please do right by those artists when
Yep.
you do sign
Brother
those
Love.
artists.
Right.
Brother Love. Like,
You
Brother
saw how
Love.
he did Danny Kane in Day 26. Stop it. He
listen,
tried.
If R&B dead, it's because don't nobody want to do music no more because y'all don't treat them right.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's definitely a lot of talent out here. Come to Chicago, Diddy. We got a ton of R&B artists out here doing their thing.
It's true.
Listen, we programming Windy Fest right now. When I
Yeah.
tell you that show alone gonna let you know that R&B has never died.
Real
Yeah.
vocals. Real vocals,
Real
Diddy.
vocals. Like, man, I guess I'll talk about it later, but next showcase on what day was that? Tuesday? Ooh,
I feel like
days
that
of
was
the week.
yesterday.
I swear, it felt like it was yesterday. But yeah, Tuesday I went to the next showcase. Emerging Artist Showcase.
Yeah.
Right, well, it's like the name of the company is Showcase, but it was actually a showcase. But I was a judge for it, and like the talent on that stage was like incredible. Like
Yeah.
only half of the judges showed up, But we had a blast. We were sitting there like taking off our shoes, wanting to throw it at the stage.
Oh snap!
Hey, it'd be like that.
Because they were snapping, and that's why it made it tough for me, because one of the prizes from 6D Networktainment was a slot at Wendy Fest.
Hey,
It was
let's
supposed to be
go.
one slot.
Yeah.
I gave away 3.
It must have been a lot of good talent
It
for
was-
Shawnee to give away slots.
It was
'cause
a lot.
I'm
of
excited to see.
great
I'm excited to
talents.
see who you gave them invites to.
Yeah,
for
shout
sure.
out to if I can remember everybody's name, Retro Gibson, punk rocker in Chicago.
Okay.
Shout out to Mikey Everything.
Mikey
Hey.
everything.
He gives us very like ballroom, Vogue music, R&B, hip hop collaboration all into one.
I like fused
Incredible.
music. I like fused music.
Incredible. They even danced.
Let's go.
Like
Let's
they
go.
put on a United Center performance for a
Okay.
showcase.
Yeah.
So I was just like, And then my baby girl, my new friend Starlet, incredible. Like
I met Starlet when we went to next showcase, that last one. and
Yeah.
we had a nice little conversation.
she's fantastic. She's
I
a
can't wait to see her
producer.
perform.
She writes her own songs. She plays all the instruments and she sings. Incredible girl.
That's the
that's
type
right.
of talent I love. When I see an artist come out and they playing instruments and they got vocals,
Yeah.
and then on top of that they writing their own content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Live shows is my thing. That's one of my goals this fall. It's gonna get kind of, you know what I'm saying, cold. People tend to stay in the crib, but I'm definitely trying to get my feet wet and get to some shows this fall.
Yes.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, I'm really excited about, Wendy Fest. I really am, because, man, when it comes to these shows, anything dealing with 6D, I've been having withdrawals, y'all. 6D radio been, keeping everything afloat, but I just love being in person and being with everybody.
Yes.
Withdrawals, I definitely have. Here's a joint called Withdrawals.
Ooh, good segue.
I knew it was coming.
It's coming. I'll tell you the artist
Round of
is
applause.
right after this break, but till the end, just get in tune with this.
Oh, you're just a bone. I'm way too faithful for you, babe. You're doing all the wifey things you never earn, and I give, but you take away from my soul. Feel it deep in my gut. You're something like a parasite. Shot that venom on sight. Now it's my heart that's gotta fight. I'm way too faithful for you, babe. Doing all the wifey things you don't deserve, but I give. Like an ATM, you take away from this home. Feel it deep in my soul. You're something like a parasite. Shot that venom on sight. Now it's my heart that's gotta fight. I'm way too faithful for you, babe. Been doing all the wifey things you never earn, but I give. But you take away from my soul. Feel it deep in my gut. What am I supposed to do when all I wanna do is
nostalgic Oasis with Withdrawal right here on 6D Radio. I don't know. Everybody sounding like main. These songs sound like they've been like on the radio. Like I've heard them on the radio before. Like she definitely give me Alicia Keys vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all finally agree
Yeah.
with me
Yeah.
this
Oh,
time.
finally.
I
agree with you last time.
I
agree with you last time.
I be being difficult
My man.
sometimes.
Really?
'Cause
I always
I
got
don't
you.
like comparing artists to one another. But I compare the vibe. But like as far as like saying like, oh, this person sound like da 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 da.
Yeah.
I like that though. I don't think that's a way of throwing shade. Like one of my favorite like up and coming artist blogs is Pigeons and Planes, and they have this.
They've been around for a while.
Yeah, and they under the umbrella of Complex, and they do this thing where like they'll have an emerging artist that they're like promoting, and they'll say sounds like Frank Ocean, Tyler the Creator. So if that's your vibe, this is the emerging artist you need to listen to.
Right.
I like that. Like it's not throwing shade at them. If anything, it's paying homage. Like
No, for sure.
Hey, no, you sound like one of the greats.
You sound like somebody that people want to listen to and will pay to go see.
Yeah.
And when I interviewed Patrice Coakley, I asked her about that. Like, does that hurt or help an artist when you compare them to somebody mainstream? And she was like, it's helpful when that person is being marketed.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
From an industry standpoint, they love those comparisons. They looking for the new this person. The new such and such with a twist.
And I think that's why I defer, because I be like, I get like the vibes, like I understand the comparison of the vibes, but like looking for the new Usher or looking for the new Nas, like I understand that concept, but at the same time, like that's why I defer. Like it's cool for you to like correlate my vibe with this person's vibe, but to like say I'm this new person, it's kind of like you kind of opting me out the situation all the way.
Yeah.
And from a music licensing standpoint, clients look for people who are similar to mainstream artists because they don't want to pay that. Yeah, they don't want to pay that mainstream artist money. So it's just like I might as well.
I'll take the money.
But actually, like that helps us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It helps the little guys.
That helps us. Like you know, we want somebody that give you Megan Thee Stallion vibes, but we don't want to pay Megan Thee Stallion because that fee gonna be high. So I might as well pay this local artist who sound like Megan Thee Stallion, put some money in her pocket, and then that's going to give her checks for the rest of her life as long as that music is being used. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that actually, if you ask me, that helps. I just don't like doing that for the masses because they be really looking for you to be just like that.
Yeah,
person.
exactly. And I think that's why I'm getting at. So I get what you're saying.
Because people they'll listen to my song Misunderstood and try to say, oh, Lauryn Hill. I'm just like, no, because when I come out with this next song, you're going to be upset because I didn't exceed your expectations. Like, I'm me. You don't know what you're going to get from me. You know what I'm saying? So today's topic is producers need love too.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like the producers are like very underappreciated.
Yeah.
In the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like when people listen to an artist song, they listen to that artist and be like, oh yeah, that beat cold, like that person did a great job. In most cases the artist didn't make that beat, the producer did. And it's a lot of artists people wouldn't give a time of day if the beat wasn't cold.
Yep.
Future.
Dang.
Oh wow.
Yikes.
Oh, you took it far.
Future.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit back on that one.
I had a debate with somebody. I was just like, if Future beats wasn't cold, nobody would listen to him. Y'all can disagree.
It's a close 50-50.
Now I will say that for a lot of artists, I would have to disagree with the Future one. But I see what you're saying.
He's a very talented dude.
He be sliding
from melodies to flows to his storytelling.
Yeah,
I don't
he ain't
know.
the best artist.
He's not the best.
Definitely
at all.
not. I would say that.
But I do believe, like, yeah, you're right. The beats enhances the song and his creativity. But
yeah,
I don't know. I felt like he would have definitely had a chance with whatever producer he worked with.
Now Pluto Future, that Future we was listening to back at ISU.
I don't know about any of them.
I like that Future. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no way around it.
Yeah,
Right, man.
He was
when you can
snapping.
actually understand what he was saying.
Exactly.
now I
it's like a
can't.
foreign language.
I don't know. He do got his own mumble rap language, but it still be hidden. It do.
Yeah, producers. they are creatives as well.
Yes.
They spend countless hours making one beat. Sometimes, less than that, but it's just like, it's their art too,
Yeah.
Midas
Yes.
is not only an artist, he's a songwriter, engineer, producer.
Mm-hmm.
What is your take on, like everything that producers go through when in this game?
I do feel like we can be underappreciated sometimes, but at the same time, it's just like you can't really expect someone who's predominantly in the background to actually be super appreciated too. It just doesn't work like that, unfortunately. So it's just like I kind of came to terms with it. That's just how it is. Just like with engineers, like if you want to talk about people who don't get enough love for
Engineers need
real,
love too.
engineers
They'll
don't
make or
get
break you.
enough love. Like, because at the end of the day, I could produce a track, the artist could snap on that track, and if the engineer drops the ball, it don't even matter no more.
Yeah.
Like,
That's so
it's
true.
over with. But
Yeah.
I mean, to answer the question, is just, to me, I feel like maybe like it should be more effort getting producers' names out there, because a lot of artists want to hold you tight to them and not necessarily say, oh, so-and-so produced it and put money in your pocket. Like, I done ran into that like enough times. Like, so I'm kind of sick of running into that personally, but it was just try to figure out a way to get more money in the pocket of somebody who's making you the majority of your money too, because it's 50-50. Well, really, like, it's one third of the process for real. Like, because artist, engineer, producer, everybody plays a very important role to a song.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that is such a intricate response because when you really think about like music producers and even engineers, it's almost like looking at the music, like the artist management team.
Yeah.
They ain't worried about who the manager is, who's the publicist. They could care less. Who's the Beyonce? Just like a girl group or a boy band, they not looking for the other players. They looking for the lead singer
That's
or the
correct.
lead person in the front. All the rest of y'all are supplementary, and it's just all a matter of you kind of taking that and owning that. Perfect example. Oh my God, Youngberg, aka Hitmaker. Hitmaker changed the game as far as like. Him and Metro Boomin are probably some of the most public producer names in this new like social media age.
London as well.
London,
Got
exactly.
London on the track.
Yeah.
They really like set the tone of like we can have personalities too.
Yep.
We can be considered an artist as well.
Yeah.
Actually, never mind. I scratch all that. DJ Mustard first,
Yep.
Yeah, him too.
low key.
Mustard on
He
the
kind of
Khaled.
he kind of started that where it's just like, I am the artist coming out with these songs, and here's the people I'm bringing with me.
Exactly.
You know, and
Exactly.
here's my own social media content and platform and all that stuff. I don't have to be the singer, the rapper, the guitarist, none of that, and I can still have my own profile.
I love it.
Like,
I love it. It's like he's seen everything that was going on and everything we discussing right now in regards to producers not getting the love they deserve. And it seemed like he just woke up one morning and was like, y'all gonna know who I am.
yeah,
Regardless, if you don't know right now, you will know.
Yeah.
And I think DJ's Khaled run started when he got lost in the middle of the sea. When he was on his jet ski and it was nighttime and he couldn't find his way back. He did like a whole series of videos of him being lost at sea.
Yeah.
And then he said when he made it back, the next day he was just like randomly out shopping because he could just like walk around Miami because he been there all his life.
yeah.
He said he went to the mall and it was just like thousands and thousands of people just like chanting his phrases that he was stating on Snapchat, and after that it just went up.
Yeah.
Major key.
I also think a lot of the times people don't know when you're in the room with an artist and you're a producer, because there's like a huge argument in the producer industry, like, oh, you just a beat maker or you just a producer. So like a lot of the times, like when you're actual producer, like you assist the artist with a whole lot of things. Like sometimes, like there's been times I've constructed the flow on the hook, like moved the hook over to the beginning of the song. Maybe like was like, hey, cut the verse right here, go into something else. Like
You're
gave them their flow.
You're
Yeah,
constructing.
like I
the
help
pieces.
guide them through the song, you know. So it's
Yeah.
just like I feel like that can go underappreciated too. But if you're not in the room, those are things you don't know. And most artists aren't gonna say that you helped them. Like,
Yeah.
they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, like
Yeah.
I just freestyle. Like,
Yeah.
no, you didn't.
Yep.
No, you didn't.
And there's something about that, like, weird. You brought this up earlier, but about like knowing that you're behind the scenes crafting and helping them, and they want to hold on to that pride and hold on to you. They're not gonna be like, hey, so Midas produced this, he really helped me out, and yada yada yada. So then somebody else can steal you away, and that's just so bogus.
It's
like,
an ego
Shoot,
thing.
I done
It is
wrote
an ego
songs for artists
thing.
before.
Yeah.
Like, I done like almost wrote the majority of songs before, and
Yeah.
people act like I wasn't even there. Like, all right, like,
Hey, Midas
Oh,
P
no,
go
who-
crazy.
I was gonna say, who name on the credits though? Make sure your name
they
on
ain't
there.
even put my name on the
Oh
credit.
yeah, nah, bro, you gotta.
Houston,
Excuse
we
me.
have a problem.
Yeah,
Right.
nah, so it's
Where's
just
my
like,
bell?
yeah, it be. Nah, that's the bell for fight though. That's the bell to.
That's the boxing ring.
Ding, 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 let's get it. Nah, for real.
So as an artist and a producer, like I always wonder, like sometimes everybody got their own preference, but like what's most important, like as a producer, like is it the respect from your peers and artists? Is it like being compensated, or is it about being recognized by the consumer and what I'm saying, the masses? Like what's most important to you?
To me personally, music has always been like a very personal thing to me. Like, I started playing instruments when I was like 6. I think I started with piano, started playing drums, guitar, bass and stuff like that. So it's always more so been a therapy thing for me personally. So it's always been kind of like a pure and selfish thing for me personally. So it's not really about the accolades, but at the same time, I always grew up being an athlete, so I always wanted to receive, like, if I had a good game, I wanted to be MVP or stuff like that. So at the same time, like, I do, like, legacy is important to me too, so it's really a 50-50 thing. Like I want y'all to know I'm the best. Like, don't tweak, don't play. But at the same time, it's, if I never got those things and I never got recognized for it, I would never stop doing music.
No, that's real.
When did you start?
Producing. I started producing like in 2020, like right before Maps.
Right before we met?
Right before Maps, yeah.
Goodness
Like,
gracious, y'all. When
2
y'all
months
hear his
before
music, you
Maps.
like, hey, this man go crazy just be starting 2 years ago.
Yeah, man, when you put your mind to it, and focus.
I'm a nerd. I ain't gonna lie. Like when I start doing something, that's all I do.
Nah, big
that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, the best music is made when you create chemistry with your producer. I mean, I know we kind of already talked about that, but it's just like recognizing, and I think I learned this at a young age, reading like the booklets that came in the CDs.
Facts.
And reading the song credits of like who wrote what and who are all the people.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the times people don't realize that the producer is credited as a songwriter because
the composition,
you created the structure of the song essentially, and like you said, in a lot of cases the producer is in there working with you about how about you say this differently, or how about you switch this verse with this verse, and like
almost like a director for a movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just, you can't just go in a studio new or returning, and thinking that, I'm just about to come in here, do this little thing and go home. Like, no, if you really serious about your craft, y'all got a relationship. Y'all sitting there like creating art together. You're coming to the studio to create art with this producer. So they deserve that respect.
No, I agree with you, because I feel like a lot of the times when I'm making my best music with an artist, it's like somebody who I've been like locked in with. Like, it's usually somebody who I chill with outside of music. And like I'll be like, I know he gonna rock with this. Like, I could send him a beat, or like be like, hey bro, slide.
Yeah, it's like, I know
get on
you.
there. Like,
I know what you will like.
Like, and I could almost construct the song as he's rapping, go to the next thing, add a, like, because I engineer for the artist too a lot of times. So I'll be like, I'm gonna put that filter on it. Like, when you get to that point, like a telephone filter on your ad libs, like, I'll already know what they want to do. So chemistry is very key, because a lot of the times artists like to move fast paced. so you got to keep up with it.
Yeah.
So if you don't have chemistry with them, you're gonna be behind the ball. You're gonna mess with their vibe. Like,
Yeah.
chemistry is key. It's definitely a team sport, like, for real.
Yeah.
And it's a respect thing because Midas, you and I were friends like a good year and some change
Oh,
before
yeah.
we even made Danger Zone.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Danger Zone is the first song on my last EP, Breathe Love or No Love. And
nice.
when I tell you, he pulled up to the crib, I just knew I wanted to create. And he's always down to create. That's what I love
Always,
about
yeah.
Midas.
Always.
He came over, he brought the bottle of wine. I'm chilling. And we started sipping. And I'm just like, he was like, how do you feel? I was like, I feel sexy. You know what I'm saying? I feel grown and sexy. I want to make a grown and sexy song. And I was just thinking about, like, when one day I had company and the guy had, like, a gun on his shoulder, right? My God. And I was like, take that gun off your hip. You safe here. He's like, I'm safe everywhere. I'm just like, okay, sir.
Oh, God.
But I'm thinking
Okay.
about that whole little, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about that whole situation. And so I was like, I want some guitars. He started like playing with the guitar joints and started adding some beats to it and the drums and all that. And the first thing that came to mind was, take that gun off your hip. You know what I'm saying? So like me and Midas, like, I was just coming up with stuff. He was like, dang, you just wrote all that? I'm just like,
Oh yeah, that was quick. I was
as
like,
he was building the beat, I'm just writing. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
fire.
I
Yeah.
see.
I love
know
moments
what
like
I want to
that.
say. I'm thinking about that whole moment, what I was going through, like what I was thinking at the moment, and it's like, you know, I know you need it when you travel, but you won't for this trip. You know what I'm saying? Like you at the can cave now. You good. This is a roller coaster
cave.
ride right here. Like you don't need no
Okay.
you don't need no gun
Yeah.
for that.
You got
You know what I'm
groovy real
saying?
quick one time.
So yeah, I had to
groovy.
get grown and sexy one time, and like I know Midas, he has his. He could pretty much make any type of vibe,
Yeah.
but the booty shaking, I'm just like,
Oh, yeah,
okay,
that's
we
my
gotta do that
shit.
next. We gotta do that next.
I haven't even dropped the real booty shaking tracks, man. I'm like,
That's
cause I'm about to
hilarious.
cool down for R&B since it's about to be fall, so it might just be next summer at this point.
That's
Unfortunately,
I feel that.
but I mean, if you
You
drop
can have a modest booty shaking song for the fall.
That's
Modest,
true.
People still turn up in Chicago
That's
in the
true.
fall.
I ain't modest.
All right, never mind.
You shaking
Never
that? Never mind. I can't say that. Oh, you
you
gonna
gotta
modest.
shake some cheeks.
you gonna lose some weight shaking it to my music for sure.
Sure, I mean,
Like,
we
you gonna
pretty
go
much
crazy.
kind of end the interview with Midas.
Yeah,
so
we are.
we might as well just keep going, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Before we hit these tracks for sake of time, too.
Okay.
So the first joint that you released, Pull Up.
Pull up. Yeah.
What young woman had you singing to her?
Who was I talking to at that time? Is either this girl Monet or Gabby? I can't remember.
Oh, you
which one it
dropping
was.
names.
I was
Names.
just about to say, don't say that.
Names.
Oh nah.
Don't say that.
Hey, we talking
You
spicy.
dropping names.
He
They
always
got-
saying to keep it real.
Okay.
It got
Yeah.
spicy.
It was-
shout
it was
shout out
one
to
of those-
Monet and Gabby
Dang, I
because
wasn't
of
even
y'all.
going to repeat
This,
it, Can. Dang.
I mean, they was gonna rewind it on the interview anyway.
Hey,
so.
we-
he's saying my name.
Right.
Sound bites.
they know
Sound
who
bites
they
for
are.
sure. And it was about, I can't remember which one it was about, but I gave myself a challenge to make an EP in 1 week. And that was like the first song. That was either the first or second song that I made for it.
Yeah.
I ended up not dropping the EP, but I ended up having like 5 full songs. And then one was like an R&B track that was just like way too high for me to sing, but it's a really good song. I gotta sell it. But as far as Pull Up, that was just on some like fun stuff, just like pop. I probably won't ever do another song like that again. But
But why? Because I like what you did with the beat.
Yeah.
Like, I love the intention behind the song. And I could tell, like, sometimes you can tell when the artist listens to music, when they know music. They know when to add lyrics to this part or just let the beat ride. And that's what you
Yeah.
did. On some parts, you just let the beat ride, and it was just so refreshing to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like, this remind me of me growing up and just listening to music and just, like, appreciating when the artist know when to shut up. You know
oh
what
yeah,
I'm saying?
that's one of my main rules because I grew up playing drums when I was playing drums and stuff.
Yeah.
I looked up to James Brown's drummers, So they didn't do a lot of the flashy feels or anything, but like when they got to playing that groove, you just sitting there, you bopping like. And I used to do that at the church. I used to play drums like when people were conversating and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd look to see if people started bobbing their head unintentionally or tapping their feet.
Yeah.
And that's when I know I had a groove. So I try to use that in my music and my flow. Like I don't try to overdo stuff. As long as you can groove and vibe to it.
Yeah.
That's like the number one thing. Then lyrics are second, still important, but second to like, cause music's more as a feeling. Like, I like and like I write and make music for a feeling. Like, it's not necessarily to get a point across. Like, if it's a pop song or it's a love song, I want you to have a warm feeling listening to it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I shoot for feelings and emotions over like the actual song, like if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. Y'all have any more questions?
Absolutely. So, just us vibing out, and I'm realizing like you would be considered as like ambidextrous in like the music sector. What would be your favorite? Like, do you like being an artist most? Do you like producing? Do you like engineering? If you could like stop everything right now and just like put your all into it to like elevate to the next level, which one would you pick?
I'm in such a weird space right now because I actually, God's been blessing me a lot. He's been helping me put a team together. And I recently just got a cameraman. Her name's Katie.
That's what's up.
And she's really been like pushing me in a direction to more so be an artist and stuff. Cause like me personally, I'm just a really chill guy. Like, so I'd be cool with just being
You can get real comfortable behind the scenes.
Yeah, I can get real comfortable. So I could just produce and write tracks for other people, which at the end of the day, I think that's what I want to end up doing. But at the same time, I just kind of want to have my moment too. And like when God sends you other people that see the potential in you that you don't see or you're trying to run away from, like it'll give you the courage to do that. Because I've been getting in front of the camera a whole lot more, shooting content.
You gotta at least try
all the time. So
yeah,
I'm probably gonna say I'd be an artist right now, but I gotta produce my own stuff. So it's like,
real.
Like I can't let nobody else produce my music. I just can't.
I feel that. Can I ask the food question?
Go ahead.
All right. So
what's up?
I'm excited. I haven't heard this one in a while.
I know we ain't done it in like 3 months.
It's been a midnight.
So of course, here in Chicago, first and foremost, are you vegetarian?
No, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Great.
He almost said something else. I
It's crazy because we have to ask that. Like
Absolutely not.
at least 3 artists from last season was like, "Oh nah, baby, I don't eat chicken." We like, wow. But anyway,
saw cauliflower.
great.
Was it Harold's or Uncle Remus?
So from these 3 tracks that we about to play,
Okay.
how would you describe these 3 tracks in the form of how you order your chicken?
How I order my chicken.
Be creative.
Yeah.
Think about the tracks that you submitted that we about to play. How would you describe your chicken order?
Alright. Poppy, I'd say it would be like a habanero maybe. Poppy
Okay.
would be habanero.
I see that.
Definitely not. I wouldn't say ghost pepper, but habanero. No teas. I probably would say it would be like some type of honey something, like
Honey chipotle or something.
maybe
Honey lemon
honey with something
Honey
tangy,
lemon.
like honey mango
Sweet and
spice,
sour.
something like that. Honey mango spice,
Yeah.
and then pull up. I'd say pull up would be like, what would pull up be? It can't. I wouldn't say lemon pepper, but it's just like I don't even want to do my own salad. But it's just like plain chicken. I don't know, like
Lemon pepper is good. It's like it's
Yeah, I don't know.
consistent. It's still fire.
yeah.
But
like cool.
you know, you ain't gotta put that much thought into it. It's just
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
It's just
cool,
great.
Yeah,
Is it at a level 1? Is it fried hard?
fry hard, all of them.
All fried hard.
Fry hard.
I love me a good 8-piece from Wingstop, fried hard.
I almost said something.
Lemon
We on the
pepper.
radio. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Midas Russ, trust the Midas touch.
Amen.
Almighty Midas, Midas well.
Might as well.
Here it is. Pull up, no teas, and Poppy by your boy Midas Russ right here on 6D Radio.
Let's get it.
Hit my line. Tell me pull up on you. Tell me what we gon' do. Reply, I slide. Tell me what we gon' do. Said just come, I'll show you. Hit line like I miss you. Big head, it's official. Reply what you into. Sippin' lime with the gin juice. Big eyes, the wet way. Emojis got me restless. She told me come get this. She told me come get this. Whipping down the highway, out control. She just text me, boy, I snatch your soul. Whoa, hit my line. Tell me pull up on you. Tell me what we gon' do. Reply, I slide. Tell me what we gon' do. Said just come, I'll show you. I pull up, I'm with it. I see you in the minute. I'm driving like NASCAR, I'm whipping. If this was NASCAR, I'm winning. Just have on that fit from the Louis store. The literate set with the Louis roll. The camera, I'm ready for video. The camera, I'm ready to film the show. Bodies got me simping out control. I can't wait to get you out that road. Whoa. Hit my line. Tell me pull up on you. Tell me what we gon' do. Reply, I slide. Tell me what we gon' do. Said just come, I'll show you.
It's 6D Networktainment, the creators of Windy Fest Chicago on Q4 Radio.
Baby, I don't like no tease. Coming dirty, wine on me. Coming dirty, wine on you vibing. I'm with the baby. Your body's so tempting, baby. Put it all on me. The right drink is in me, baby. It's testing my limits, baby. I want you all on me. Nah, I don't give a damn if this thing's wrong. I'ma take my chance and hope we strong. Now we in a trance where we belong. Now baby, do you dance like this theme song? Now baby, do you dance all on the floor? Hit you side to side and back for more. Till I lose my pride and beg for more. This is what I like, yeah, girl, I'm yours. Baby, I don't like no tease. Coming dirty, wine on me. Coming dirty, wine on me. I'm intrigued by your physique. Mixing hands, we dance and sing. We gon' dance till the sun sets. You love me, baby. A wild thing. You lady, baby. You styling. They faded, baby. Take it off for me. The right speech. Got plenty, baby. Those thighs be so sticky, baby. Take it off for me. Don't give a damn if this thing's wrong. I'ma take my chance and hope we strong. Now we in a trance where we belong. Now baby, do you dance like this theme song? Now baby, do you dance all on the floor? Hit you side to side and beg for more. Till I lose my pride and beg for more. This is what I like, yeah, girl, I'm yours. Baby, I don't like no tease. Coming dirty, wine on me. Coming dirty, wine on me. I'm intrigued by your physique. Wasting hands, we dance and sing. We gon' dance till the sun sets. You love me, baby. Baby, I don't like no tease.
y'all ain't sleep. You're listening to 6D Radio on Q4.
Make these hoes leave that guy. Ain't no hoes around me dry. You know they gon' bust it wide. And I ain't gotta tell you why they bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it, bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it, bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it. Know they call me Poppy cause you know a nigga poppin' like bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it, bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it, bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it. Know they call me Poppy cause you know a nigga got it like I'm the nigga women say they wanna do. Every morning I be waking up at 2. Bitches running up and busting down my roof. Trying to get the juice, yeah. Why the women all around me always drool? Trying to slide me on Kaloo. Why I'm cocky, I'm the truth. Nigga, that ain't you, she call me P-A-P-I. Make these hoes leave they guy P-A-P-I. Ain't no hoes around me dry P-A-P-I. You know they gon' bust it wide P-A-P-I. And I ain't gotta tell you why they bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it, bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it, bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it. Know they call me Poppy cause you know a nigga poppin' like bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it, bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it, bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it. Know they call me Poppy cause you know a nigga got it like got so many women I should start a group. House of Diddy with it, I can't even choose. House of Diddy with it, scared to make a move. You a player, honey proof, yeah. It ain't fair how I do, yeah. Pick a pair, run them through, yeah. And I swear it's nothing new, yeah. My nigga get a clue, they call me P-A-P-I. Make these hoes leave they guy P-A-P-I. Ain't no hoes around me dry P-A-P-I. You know they gon' bust it wide P-A-P-I. And I ain't gotta tell you why they bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it, bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it, bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it. Know they call me Poppy cause you know a nigga poppin' like bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it, bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it, bust it, drop it, slam it, flop it. Know they call me Poppy cause you know a nigga got it like
Midas Rush, ladies and gentlemen, with that three-piece.
Three-piece spicy combo.
It was sexy.
Sexy.
The lemon pepper, the habanero, and
Honey mango.
The honey mango. There we go.
Mango.
I'm like the honey something.
We was cruising the drop top, and then we started dirty wine, and then we started jumping them cheeks.
Yeah. I can't make up my mind in the studio. So I just do whatever.
As you should.
Hey, look, don't pigeonhole
Yeah.
yourself, okay?
Definitely don't.
Because, I mean, if something don't fit your brand, you can always sell it to somebody who
sure.
brand it does fit.
Yep.
Like, ain't no
These,
real rules
these
to
all
this music
demos.
game.
Yeah.
It really could be.
Nah,
Somebody
honestly,
looking
yeah.
for it.
Nah,
Yep.
that's how I am now. I just finished a song. Like I'll be like, yeah, it ain't for me, but it's good though. So
Yeah.
like, I'm not the person who's trying to hoard every song. Like I understand like I might not be the most well equipped to deliver this song to the world.
Yeah.
So like
That's real.
it's sometimes it's just somebody else's story that you just put in words for them.
I feel that.
And that's a good mindset to be in, because a lot of times, like, people would make a song and be like, this ain't hitting the way I want it to, or I'm not delivering it the way I want to. So they just keep it in the chambers.
Yeah,
I've been doing that for years.
gotta let
So
the right person
now I'm
hit.
to the point where I'm just like, man, I'll sell all this. I got
Yeah.
so many songs in the chamber. I'll just sell all this.
That's where the money at. Shoot.
Honestly,
Exactly.
yeah.
So it's like when you make peace with the fact that you are you're gonna be a creative regardless.
Yeah.
Whether somebody spit this or not, you're gonna be the one to benefit from that. You're gonna
Yeah.
benefit regardless from it. So when people be like, oh, they sampled my song, they just made you
Khalees.
some money.
Yep.
Khalees fumbled that bag so bad. I'm like, just shut up.
Wait,
Shut up.
wait.
Nah,
okay.
bro. I don't
good
agree.
There's
My
more
good-
to it.
I
My
don't
good
agree.
sis Khalees got screwed.
Her
And
name
the-
was in the credits.
But she ain't get no money from that for real, because who wrote and produced and did all that for the song?
real.
All she did was
For
perform
real.
it.
Exactly.
For real. So
But
who
we-
getting the bag? For real.
For real, but Did she own any of the masters on that or no?
No.
he
So
does.
so he didn't
He
have.
screwed her.
But this is the thing. Beyonce didn't have to even put her name in there at all, but she did.
Right,
So
and
she talked herself out
she
that
making
bag.
pennies off of that name being on there. That's why she didn't really care. Cause she like, I only get any type of money from Milkshake when I perform it myself.
Exactly.
Even when it's played on commercials and movies, she don't get a dime off that. So it's kind of like, and I was actually just listening to a podcast on my way here, The Read. It's my favorite podcast, and they're back. They were dissecting the whole Beyonce album. They talked about this, and it's one of those things where, like, I think she felt triggered as a black woman in the industry, and felt like Beyonce wasn't being sensitive of, sis, they screwed me. You have a platform where you could help uplift me, and uplifting me at this moment is taking it off. I don't want to be associated with this song anymore, just because it reminds me of how I got burned.
And people need to realize that those type of situations, like uplifting, only comes from when it's a convenience for that actual person.
Yeah.
If it doesn't benefit them in any type of way, they ain't uplifting nobody.
Yeah.
They only uplift when it's beneficial to them.
My thing is though, like that could have been, even though like all that happened, it could have been twisted in a way where it would have really benefited Khalees. Because what if she would have sat down and had a conversation with Beyonce, and Beyonce would be like, you know what, next time I go on tour, you come open.
Yeah, she did approach it kind of.
Show money.
bad,
Yeah.
like-
Yeah, again, I think it was just like the instant trigger, because it ain't like Beyonce had a conversation with her before.
Right.
Yeah.
She put it on the album, and before she even put her name in the credits. They just did that. She talked to Pharrell, and
Yeah.
they did that. And so Khalees on the other end, she got fans hitting her up on social media like, oh, wow, it's a Khalees and Beyonce collab. And she like, wait, what? She found out via internet.
Yeah.
So how you think
Yeah.
that makes her feel? Like,
yeah, that would make
shoot, I don't want to
yeah.
talk to Beyonce at this point. If anything, she on Pharrell's side.
Yeah.
An enemy
That's
of
true.
my, the friend of my enemy is my enemy too, or whatever that
Yeah.
quote is.
Yeah.
So she's just like, yeah, nah, take me, remove me. I want to be a chef. I want to be a mom. I don't want to be no milkshake lady no more. Remove.
Man.
Get rid of it.
In my opinion, I don't think she hurting for nothing anyway, to be honest.
I know. Khalees got bread.
She good.
She got bread. She
Yeah.
got cookbooks and shows and everything else. She collecting royalties on everything else. Not, if anything, Nas did help her with that
Yeah.
part of it. Even though everybody else screwed her up, Nas did help her on that side.
Hey, if you gonna be in a relationship, like make sure you leave that joint good, big baby.
Nah, for real though.
Yeah.
But man, it's almost that time to get up out of here. But before the end, this is one of my favorite parts of the show. We have our church announcement brought to you by Sister Shawnee.
Well,
She just like saying Shawnee.
I do.
Sorry. But hey, y'all. We trying to get up out of here. I barely got a voice. I wanted to recap Black Women's Expo. We ain't even got enough time. But shout out to Can. She was up there hosting the entire event pretty much. You know, killed it. Killed it all 3 days.
He's just getting better and better with time. man.
Yeah, getting better and better with time, with the platform,
I
with
love
the
watching.
confidence, all that. So, yeah, keep owning that. I think the event was incredible. Shout out to Sharon as well. Came up there and slid.
Man,
on the
thank y'all
ones
for
and
always
twos.
having me,
Yo,
man.
that the way he did Blake Martin's fashion show, I was
Slid.
like,
Cause you know, Blake,
He
I
going
love you,
crazy.
Blake. I love you, Blake, but Blake ain't never ready. So the way you slid on the ones and twos for him, definitely appreciate it. Cause I'm like, where's your music? Where's your
It's
music?
just something about I don't know. I don't know if it's just the love of like all the black women that be in the building, but like
were
I just be feeling so comfortable up there.
Yeah.
It just like I don't feel anything. Like I just get up there and I just go.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you know, Can just be bringing that energy and talking in my ear, and I just be like, all right, just keep doing what you doing. You
Yep.
know what I mean? So
He was so cute. He was just like, "Can you stay right next to me, please?" I was like, "I got you. I got you."
Right, you DJ for Sasha Gohart.
Yeah,
DJ.
she was a sweetheart too, and I've been
Yeah,
listening
she
to
was.
her.
Go hard.
Yeah, I was listening to her. I've been listening to her music for a long time. She was a sweetheart though.
Yes, and
It's-
E3, our new musical friend,
Right.
E3,
E3
the
can-
actor.
Yes.
This man is everywhere and about to be everywhere even more with the Power 4 series. But
Yep.
you know, everybody dipping their toe into the music. I love it. Like,
And shout out to you, Shawnee. One hell of a stage manager,
Man.
Man.
big
Ooh.
curator. Like she know how to book talent. Like she know how to talk numbers.
man,
I just be in awe listening to Shawnee. So yeah, we could do this for 50K and da 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 da. I'm just like,
talking people down.
so that's how you do it, huh?
No, for real, though.
Let me take a stab at it real quick.
Man,
Definitely inspired. It's always a blessing and a good time.
Yes.
Overall, the experience in general is just, man. I even after Detroit, like that was like a great experience. But like Chicago, I was just like sitting in the crib in my favorite chair, and I'm just like,
it just hit different. It's
man,
home.
like
It's home. It was bussing. You just felt the local love.
yeah.
These people
Yeah.
you see in your everyday life. And,
And
it's
just to
like,
get that love and respect, like Blake had, every time we like walked past, he was like, I was like, oh snap! Like I really slid. Like it was a
Yeah.
vibe.
Man, when people walking past you and they want to stop you and take pictures with you, and
Yeah.
one lady was
Mhm.
like, "I want you to come in and host and create a talent show at my I work for a juvenile detention center, and we got so much talent there. I want you to host and curate a talent show. Let's exchange numbers."
That's
Bet.
a
I always-
vibe.
Hey, doing your
always-
civic duty.
I
That's
always
so
want to
cute.
give back in that way anyway. I always
Yeah.
want to give back in that way and get connected to the youth that's in the juvenile detention centers, even like in the prison systems. Like I always wanted to tap in somehow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just bring that light to people who are going through
Because they
some
human
things.
beings too, man. They just made a
Exactly.
mistake and they still deserve to be loved and deserve to live a life.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And God will call you there. He definitely will. So yeah, shout out to the Black Women's Expo, everybody that was a part. We definitely showed a lot of local artists some love and
We
gave them a
did.
platform. Loved seeing all the posts afterwards, everybody being so grateful and everything. And it's just like, yeah, no, it's a great feeling to give back and give people their proper platform. They deserve it. And shout out to the babies. The Youth Summit was Friday to me was my
So
personal
cute.
favorite day just because the youth did their thing. They were excited. You got to really instill confidence in them before they hit
Yep.
the stage. Like even like Genesis Hale, like from
Yeah.
The Shy, she plays what's her name,
Maisha.
Maisha
Yep.
on The Shy. To talk to her about being nervous getting on the stage, I'm like, girl, if you don't get your butt up there, but you know you
They
gotta
on the
speak
show killing it.
on the
killing
show,
it on
killing
the
it,
show.
but you got to speak life into these people. Like, you know,
Yeah.
again, this a whole nother realm. Music
Mm-hmm.
and performing ain't acting. You can
It
cut
ain't.
and start over and re-deliver them lines. You mess up on a performance,
That's it.
you still got the spotlight on you.
yeah.
Like, so
Yeah.
So people looking at you.
People can feel that
people
energy
looking
too.
at you. So, but yeah,
did her
so
thing.
that's our little quick synopsis. I wish I could do a more detailed one, but you know, it is what it is. Happy it's over. Just because we needed a break. Needed a break, but first, foremost, and always follow us at 6D Networktainment on Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn and TikTok, which we'll be revamping soon.
Yep.
Follow our other pages. Follow Radio 6D on Instagram. Follow Wendy Fest Shy
Yes,
on
sir.
Instagram as well. We are going to get popping. I do have an announcement for Wendy Fest that we will be having tickets go on sale this upcoming Tuesday. So Tuesday, August 23rd, tickets go on sale for when? October 23rd.
Yes,
so
sir.
two months prior to the event, please just expect greatness. Like, it's not one of those things of like, oh, I'm not going to purchase a ticket until I know who's going to be performing. First and foremost,
Don't do that, big
it's a
baby.
philanthropy event. So just support in general. 100% of the proceeds go to our nonprofit, 60 Networktainment. So just buy a ticket for your friend, even if you can't make it, whatever the case may be, just do it out of the good cause. And again, shout out to the team at Subterranean. We bought out the place. they're excited to have us, and
I love Sub T. I really do. I
Yeah.
love Sub T with
It's
all
such
my
a-
heart.
such
I
an
love having
intimate
shows
venue.
there.
and they're so great to
Yeah.
work with. So we're excited to move forward in this process of planning this festival, this indoor fall festival.
Yes,
we
sir.
we went from summer to fall, but it's okay
It's all
because I mean, shoot, we don't want to compete with all the wonderful events that are happening in the summertime. So
Yeah.
we're going to give summertime shot its glory. And
Yeah.
then we're going to be kicking it in the fall. So,
Yes, indeed.
yeah.
And
We
sooner than
appreciate
later.
y'all for tapping
Right.
in with us. This is the second episode of season 7, 6D Radio. Midas, we appreciate you coming through,
Thank
dropping
you for having me.
gems,
Thank you for having me.
giving your insight on what it is to be a producer, engineer, singer, songwriter, everything and more.
Renaissance man.
What can the
Yeah.
good people find you?
All right. So on IG and Twitter is Midas X Russ, MIDASXRUSS, and then on YouTube it's just Midas Russ, the regular name, and that's pretty much everything that. I'm on TikTok too at Midas X Russ, but I don't post on there, but I should.
You should.
We getting there.
Really should.
I feel like we seniors when it comes to
Yeah,
this.
it's just like
Lit.
TikTok.
It's like, I'm sorry, late 20s, early 30 babies.
Yeah.
We just like, ooh.
It's just like
We started Instagram, okay?
Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna stay here. Like, that's how I feel about it. I'm like, nah.
For real.
But all right, y'all, we gotta get up out of here. We'll see y'all next week with episode
Bye.
3, season 7, 6D Radio. Y'all, good night.
Peace
Good
and love,
night.
y'all.
Be safe.
Six Demon on Q4.